Hi, my name is Dr. Pecoraro. I'm a chiropractor in Westfield, New Jersey. Today I wanted to speak about, can you still lift weights if you have a bad back and you're having treatments? Now I want to qualify this by saying that these are general recommendations and may not be suited for you. So you have to bring these recommendations to your doctor and ask him if it's okay or not for your particular problem. So what are some of the things that you could do? Well, one of the things that you could do is you can change your lifting from the number of repetitions you're doing to maybe doubling that number, but having the weight, because it's mostly the weight that's the problem that you're holding rather than the exercise itself. So depending on what weight you use, you might want to drop the weight quite a bit and increase the reps a lot. So if you're normally doing an exercise with 10 to 15 reps, you might want to change this to 25 or 30 reps and decrease the weight significantly. Another tip that I can give you is to try to do mostly exercises that pull your back open instead of pressing it down. So you wouldn't want to do something like presses or presses behind the neck, because that's pushing your weight down on your body. You'd rather want to do something like lat pull downs, where you're pulling this way and your body is more stretching out, because this will put less pressure on your back. It may even help it. So you want to keep those kinds of exercises in mind. Also, try to do exercises where you're lying down rather than standing up. However, if you're doing exercises where you go above your head, you do not want to do these things sitting down. That's not going to be better for you. You want to do those standing up is always better than sitting down with these. And the reason is because more muscles are coming into play, so they don't have to work quite as hard. And that sitting position puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. So let's try to recap some of these things. Light weights and lots of repetitions. Don't press your back together. Do exercises that pull it apart, like lat pulls downs, instead of presses over your head. Try to do exercise where you're lying down, so it takes pressure off your back. And another tip is, try not to do exercise where you have to bend forward, like bent over rowings. If you have to do something like this, you can still do it with a bad back. But you want to do this in a gym where that has something that you can put your chest on to brace it, so that you're not really using your back when you're pulling up with these bent over rowings. Your chest is braced on something. Many gyms have this. Another tip is that for the other muscles, you want to try to isolate them, get them, just be using that muscle. And the way to do this best is on a machine, because many of the machines are isolated for the specific muscle. So for instance, there are machines where you can do curls, where you can do your triceps, so you don't have to actually lift the weight above your head. And you can do these things while you're, many times while you're being treated. And when you're better, maybe you can go back to the other thing again. But again, check with your doctor. So I hope this information's been helpful to you, and I'll try to bring you further information at another time. Thank you.